Hey everybody. A few weeks ago I canned the ball recipe for beef stroganoff. So tonight we're going to have it for supper. First thing I'm going to do is take the lid off the jar. It's on there good. It's all seasoned up and ready to use. Got the instructions here in the canning book. And to serve it, you transfer the contents of the jar to a pan. And then you whisk in a tablespoon of flour. That helps it be thick. The stroganoff obviously is not canned with the thickener in it or with sour cream. That sour cream will be added at the end. You whisk it in while it's cold. And I'm going to be adding some mushrooms to it too, so hold on just one second. Okay, I've got about a cup of mushrooms in there that are freshly washed. These are some that I'm going to be using for canning, but I've got some other ones to also add to it. So when you get this stirred together, turn the fire on. I'll let this come to a simmer. Then I'll turn it down and I'll simmer them for about 10 minutes. This will get the broth in here thickened up somewhat. It doesn't have to be super thick. But this was stroganoff. When I canned it, it was, of course, the beef chunks. And it called for mushrooms at the time that I didn't have. But, and it called for onion and tomato paste. I put some of my home canned tomato sauce in here. It also called for salt and pepper and Worcestershire sauce and dried thyme, dried parsley, and garlic cloves. I did have the garlic cloves, so I put those in. But I used Italian seasoning in it because Italian seasoning has a lot of the herbs that we really like. So I just put those in there. So I'm going to get this simmering and get it thickened up, and then I'll show you what happens next. Okay, I brought it to a simmer. Stirring it. It's smooth. The sauce is really smooth in here. So that's to let it simmer about 10 minutes. I've already got water back here to cook pasta in. Don't have any egg noodles. So what I'm going to be using today is just large shell pasta. And we'll put that put this over the pasta on our plates. And I got okra out of the garden. Got it cut up and ready to fry. Got a skillet over here. Turn that on. Get that heated up. I've got oil or shortening already in it. This is probably going to be done a long time before anything else is. We'll let that simmer the way it's supposed to. I'll get my pasta started cooking, and I'll start frying my okra for supper. Got my water boiling on the back burner. I put a little salt in it. I salt my water because that's the only chance your pasta has to get salted. Pour that in there. It's 3 cups of the shells. Stir it up a little bit. And over here, got my hominy frying. My okra frying. It's almost done. Won't be long. And speaking of hominy, I do have hominy on the back burner. Add a little color to our plate, and we love hominy. When that gets simmering, I'm gonna add a couple of slices of Monterey Jack cheese, cheddar Jack. Is that cheddar Jack? Colby Jack. Okay, some kind of cheese. I'm gonna add that to it because cheese is really good in hominy. So you're gonna see me cooking the whole meal, but my main goal was just for you to see this. See, it's not super thick, but it's about simmered as long as it needs to. About time to put sour cream in it. Turn it off, because I don't want to cook the sour cream. Wait till those noodles get closer to being done. So I'll bring you back. Okay, everything's done. I'm going to go ahead and put some sour cream into this. Just a dollop or 2. Stir that in. Okay. Get some on my plate. Get some of the okra. And some cheesy hominy. I just added salt and pepper to it. And a couple of slices of cheese. So there we are. There you go. Nice full meal. Part of it homegrown, part of it home canned. That's really good. Let me try a little taste of the stroganoff. Oh, that's excellent. Yeah. So there you go. Some of it home canned, stroganoff, and then the homegrown okra, cheesy hominy, and we're just using the shelled noodles, and they're working great. Thanks for watching.